How has this emphasis in DevOps shifted to favor what you were just describing as far as observability over that traditional monitoring approach? And what implications does this have for not only reliability and performance, but also that customer experience?
Great question. So DevOps is a practice that basically is trying to merge or get the teams that build applications and the teams that operate those applications working together. It's almost like if you're our age in the 80s, there were a lot of quality problems with products, and then there was this idea: it's like, why don't we design a product for manufacturing, right? Like when all this technology like Six Sigma stuff like that.
Yeah.
Think about the product not only as what you want to build, but how is it going to be built so that it can be built with quality and everything works all the way to the end, which is the customer. So DevOps is basically don't build a website and then hope that the IT department runs the website and good luck for them. It's merge those two teams so that you develop something and you test it and you understand how it works. And the team operating it is providing real-time feedback to the development team. Often is the same team, a job that's called a site reliability engineer. And this is a function that is based all on this metrics, on observability and monitoring, right? Because you don't know, you cannot fix what you don't measure. So it's ingrained in this concept of DevOps that you need to measure everything. You need to measure not only consumption of resources, which often become very expensive in the cloud. If you're building a large application, like if you look at companies like, I don't know, Yelp or any of the new startups, most of their expenses is either people or cloud costs, right? So efficiency is important for them, but also making sure that whatever you're building, because it's a rapid, deploy situation with DevOps where they might release a new version of the website every day, that you don't impact the customer experience. And it's important that, as you make changes to that website, to that application all the time, that you understand that your customers are still going to be able to perform the task. Like if you're a bank, you need to make sure that people can still log in, check their balance, complete a transaction, transfer money, whatever they want to do, and log out. So if you're a marketer, you need to make sure that every one of your systems, including, like, for example, you might rely on HubSpot or Salesforce. Well, we monitor those applications for companies. You might rely on the connectivity between those, right? Like there's an API that sends information from your marketing automation to your Salesforce. And if that goes down, you might lose leads and you might lose business. You need to make sure that any changes you create to a form does not break your website. Just if you think about, we're March 2024, about a month ago, there was an issue with an Adobe plugin for websites, and it brought down a very large number of websites. We work with one of the leading, I would say, tennis shoe manufacturers, sport equipment manufacturers in the world. And we found this incident even before Adobe announced that there was an issue. And so they were able to make changes to the website and make sure that they were still able to sell tennis shoes and other stuff, preserve that continuity and support the business, even before Adobe acknowledged that they had an issue. If you don't have this level of observability, whether it's with Catchpoint or another company, then you basically are at the mercy of, wait, the website is down, why are bad transactions not happening? You get a call from the VP of e-commerce, you start checking everything. It's going to take you an hour or two of fire drill, finding out what's wrong, and you might have lost 2 hours of sales plus upset a bunch of customers.